12 taboos in Peru and strange facts you won't believe exist. Peru, a land rich in culture and history, hides some of the world's most fascinating secrets. Imagine living in a place where certain actions are not just frowned upon, but considered deeply taboo. From peculiar customs to strange facts, Peru's cultural norms might surprise you. For instance, did you know there are practices here that could leave you astonished? Stick around as we uncover 12 of Peru's most intriguing taboos and strange facts that you won't believe exist. Number 1. Peru was once the world's largest cocaine producer. In the year 2013, Peru achieved a contentious feat by becoming the top cocaine producer globally. Although coca leaves have been important in Peruvian culture for many years, their current connection to the illegal drug business tells a different tale. Coca plants, which originate from the Andean area, have been utilized for centuries in traditional healing practices and ceremonies. However, the worldwide need for cocaine has turned these traditional customs into a thriving and frequently risky sector. The fertile terrain of Peru is ideal for growing coca plants, attracting drug cartels to the region. Even with the government taking steps to address drug trafficking and promote legal coca cultivation, the illegal use of coca leaves continues, causing harm to communities and increasing criminal activity. It is notable that Peru has been putting in significant effort to change its reputation and highlight its diverse cultural history. Despite the challenges of dealing with coca production, the country still holds great natural beauty and historical importance. Number 2. Avoid discussing Chile in a positive light. In Peru, it might surprise you to learn that speaking positively about Chile can be a touchy subject within the social norms. This curious phenomenon arises from the intricate past relations of the two nations, specifically their participation in the War of the Pacific in the late 1800s. The War of the Pacific took place between 1879 and 1884, with Peru and Bolivia allied against Chile. This dispute did not only concern territorial disagreements, but also encompassed matters related to national pride and economic interests. Chile's triumph in the war had a long-lasting effect on the relationship between Peru and Chile. Due to this historical context, expressing positive opinions about Chile or its culture may be viewed as contentious in Peru. It's similar to tiptoeing around, as discussing this subject can revive past emotions and historical resentments. If you are in Peru, it is advisable to be cautious when talking about Chile, especially if it is in a positive manner. Number 3. The dark side of the LA Festival del Gato. Every year, Peru holds a festival called La Festival del Gato, or Cat Festival, which may catch you off guard with its eerie past. The origin and continued practices of this event have caused controversy. The origins of the festival can be traced back to the era of Spanish colonizers in Peru. In difficult times, the settlers experienced extreme shortages of food. In times of extreme need, they resorted to consuming cats to stay alive. Although necessary in the past, the practice has created a negative impact that some areas still struggle with in the present day. Despite being officially prohibited, elements of this custom continue to persist. Certain communities persist in maintaining this tradition, showcasing a more ominous aspect of their cultural legacy. Even with contemporary laws outlawing it, the festival's history continues to influence discussions on tradition and animal welfare. Number 4. Peru once banned chili sauce in prisons. In 1973, the Peruvian government shocked everyone by prohibiting chili sauce in prisons. For what reason, you inquire? Authorities actually thought that adding chili sauce could enhance prisoners' sexual arousal. Does that sound weird to you? That's precisely what occurred. During that period, Peru was dealing with several social problems, with prison administration as one of them. The reason for the ban was that spicy foods, such as chili sauce, might increase prisoners' senses and provoke undesirable actions. This choice was one of several unconventional measures Peru put in place to handle its prison population. It is worth noting that this prohibition demonstrates a distinct method of overseeing prisons that is not frequently discussed. It serves as a clear illustration of how various cultures tackle issues in unique ways, often with resolutions that may appear unconventional to those not familiar with their customs. Number 5. Never refuse a toast in Peru. In Peru, it is a distinct cultural tradition to always accept a toast, which may be unexpected. Although it may seem basic, this tradition holds great significance in Peruvian culture. If you are invited to an event in Peru, it is common to be served pisco, a strong grape brandy that is an important part of Peruvian culture. Whether it is a fancy dinner or a relaxed gathering, it is important to receive the beverage and join in the toast. Declining a toast may be viewed as a significant violation of social norms. Pisco represents more than just a beverage. It embodies the ideas of warmth and friendship. Drinking together toasts signifies honor, unity, and positivity. Participating indicates your appreciation for the host's hospitality and the relationship being honored. The tradition is deeply rooted that not taking part could not only upset the host, but also affect the atmosphere of the event. It is a symbol of solidarity and mutual regard, making sure that all individuals feel embraced and appreciated. Number 6. The Nazca Lines Mystery. The Nazca Lines are some of the most intriguing and puzzling enigmas from the past. Located in the southern part of Peru, these massive geoglyphs cover an area of 500 square kilometers on the desert surface, featuring patterns that vary from basic lines to detailed depictions of creatures such as spiders, monkeys, and birds. A few of these shapes measure more than 1,200 feet in length. The Nazca civilization created these massive designs from 500 BCE to 500 CE. The top layer of reddish pebbles was removed to expose the lighter soil beneath, creating them. What truly sets these lines apart is that their full beauty can only be seen from above. From the ground level, the complete design is not visible. It resembles a complex puzzle that can only be fully appreciated from above. So, what were the purposes of these lines? The designs exhibit a wide range of theories. Certain scholars theorize that they were utilized in religious ceremonies, potentially as a way to show reverence to gods or to request water in a very dry area. The positioning of certain lines in accordance with stars and planets indicates a possible astronomical function, possibly signaling important dates in the Nazca calendar, such as solstices. Another fascinating idea suggests that the markings were a component of a complex social or ceremonial setting, utilized for leading parades or ceremonies. There is also speculation that they were created to be observed by deities or supernatural entities from above. After years of study, no theory has been conclusively established. The Nazca lines remain a mystery, sparking curiosity and uncertainty, leading to further inquiry. The large size and the hard work required to make them are proof of the cleverness and originality of the Nazca people. Number 7. Peru has one of the oldest universities in the Americas. Were you aware that Peru has one of the oldest universities in the Americas? San Marcos National University, situated in Lima, was established in 1551. This fact makes it the oldest university that has been continuously operating in the entire Western Hemisphere. The history of this renowned institution is truly intriguing. It was founded in the Spanish colonial era, shortly after the Inca Empire was conquered. The university has had a major impact on the development of education and intellectual ideas in Latin America. Throughout history, San Marcos has taught numerous significant individuals, such as prominent politicians, scientists, and writers, frequently referred to as the Dean University of the Americas, due to its well-established reputation for academic excellence. Although old, the university has embraced contemporary changes while maintaining its valuable heritage. The campus in Lima combines old and new buildings, providing an inspiring setting for students and academics. Number 8. Don't talk about the Eyes of Heaven. Nestled within Cusco, Peru, is a unique collection of ancient stones called the Eyes of Heaven. These stones are more than just regular artifacts. They feature enigmatic eye-shaped carvings that have captivated both locals and tourists. Rumor has it that these stones are under a curse. Local legend says that if someone talks about or disrupts their resting place, they will suffer from a string of misfortune. Although it may resemble a tale from beyond the grave, the curse has deterred numerous people, causing the stones and their beginnings to remain a puzzle. Even more fascinating is that the precise function of these stones is still a mystery. Some people think they were utilized in ancient ceremonies or as guides for the stars, while others believe they had religious importance. Despite different hypotheses, the true origins and purpose of them remains unknown to all. Number 9. Soccer riots, the dark history of Peru's worst match. In 1964, a soccer game between Peru and Argentina became one of the most destructive riots in sports history. The game that began as a regular event soon turned into disorder, resulting in the loss of more than 300 lives. The highly anticipated match in Lima, Peru was marked by tensions running high during the game. In the 79th minute, Peru controversially scored a goal, causing the Argentine players and fans to believe the refereeing was unjust. Anger and frustration exploded, resulting in violent confrontations. The conflict intensified as spectators invaded the field, leaving law enforcement struggling to contain the chaos due to its magnitude. The chaos extended outward to the streets, and it took hours before peace was regained. The world was stunned by the tragic event, which left a lasting impact on Peru's sports community. Number 10. Lake Titicaca's Floating Islands, Man-Made Marvels. The floating islands of Lake Titicaca in Peru are renowned for their ingenuity and resilience, showcasing human creativity. The Euros people, who live on this high-altitude lake, construct these islands completely out of reeds. The process of building these islands begins by stacking thick totora reeds mats and securing them to the lake bed with wooden stakes. As time passes, additional reeds are included to maintain the buoyancy and stability of the islands. The Euros have been refining this method for years, modifying their homes to suit the special conditions of the lake. Residing on these floating islands isn't solely based on custom. It's a pragmatic answer to the problems of the Andean highlands. The Euros people are skilled at utilizing the totora reed for constructing their homes, as well as creating boats and even food. The reeds are extremely adaptable, offering various uses such as food and travel. These islands symbolize more than just a place for tourists. They represent endurance and cultural legacy. The Euros persist in living this astonishing lifestyle, preserving their customs while adjusting to contemporary developments. The floating islands they have are a remarkable demonstration of how human creativity can establish a balanced relationship with the natural world, even in difficult settings. Number 11. The sacredness of coca leaves. In Peru, coca leaves hold a sacred significance beyond their role as the primary ingredient in cocaine. For ages, these leaves have been essential in Andean ceremonies, valued for their healing and sacred qualities. Coca leaves have a significant role in Peruvian society, particularly in the Andes region. Indigenous people have utilized them in rituals to establish a connection with the divine and request blessings. Coca leaves are also utilized to alleviate altitude sickness, decrease appetite, and increase energy levels. The leaves are thought to provide both physical and spiritual benefits, offering protection and strength. While coca is linked to cocaine, the leaf itself is a far cry from the drug. Showing respect for Peru's cultural significance is crucial. Foreigners should steer clear of making any humorous remarks or comments about coca and drugs, viewing this action as extremely disrespectful and uninformed of the sacred significance it holds in the community's customs. Number 12. The Ghosts of Lima's Catacombs. Beneath Lima's historic San Francisco monastery, there's a hidden world that most people never see: the catacombs. These underground tunnels are more than just a spooky attraction. They hold the remains of over 25,000 people, creating an eerie labyrinth of bones and crypts. Entering these catacombs without a guide isn't just a matter of tradition. It's believed to invite bad luck. Locals say the spirits of those buried here are restless, watching over their final resting place. The catacombs themselves are a striking sight, with neatly arranged stacks of bones and skulls forming intricate patterns, which were originally intended to save space and maintain the sacredness of the site. As you explore, you'll encounter old niches where families once visited their ancestors and rooms filled with the macabre artistry of human remains. The sheer scale and history of these catacombs make them a haunting but fascinating part of Lima's past. If you're ever in Lima, the San Francisco Monastery's catacombs offer a chilling glimpse into the city's history and the enduring belief in the spirits that guard it. Just remember, a guide is essential to avoid tempting fate with the lingering souls of the catacombs. Thank you for watching the video till the end. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for amazing content like this.